Hi guys. I'm sitting here right now. I made dinner. I ate most of it already though. No doubt. You have some chicken, I have some rice, some spinach, and an orange. This has been like my favorite meal recently. I made it like 3 weeks in a row for lunch. But I was here to say life is fucking beautiful. My cat's right behind the camera too. Hi Momo. That's water. Sorry. Yeah, life is beautiful. As you can see, the sun shining. I love when the sun sets late like this in the summertime. It just makes life feel so much more alive. So much more time too during the days. I've been doing a lot of biking. Yeah, I'm just living, honestly. I need my orange. But today I kind of want to just talk about letting go. I feel like oftentimes when we talk about letting go, it's kind of like the initial process. And that's probably the hardest part, the initial process of actually like physically letting the thing out of your life. But I don't think we spend enough time talking about the mental and like psychological implications of letting go. Because you can physically let something go, but the thoughts of it and the impact it had on you and just the way it kind of lingers in your life, it can stay for a while and it can affect you for a while. And that's something I've been struggling with. Because, you know, I physically let someone out of my life. And there was that initial, like, big soar of relief. And that lasted for about a month. And then that kind of faded a little bit. And I was getting kind of worried because I was like, oh, I thought I was doing so well. I thought I was letting go. I thought I was moving on. I thought this was all going to be fine. And like the second it started hitting me, I got worried that I either made the wrong decision or just wasn't on the right path of healing. And I'm just here to say that you are on the right path. If you feel you made the right decision and you felt that relief is a sign that you made the right decision. And the fact that it wears off doesn't mean that you didn't make the right decision, because the initial relief is just like your body physically being like, yes, that was the right decision for me. And it's like all that excitement that comes with making that decision, all that like newfound just pride, all that time that you now have for yourself because you just let something out of your life. So yeah, you'll feel this relief, and that's a sign that you did make the right decision. But don't be weary when that relief wears off, because the process of letting go, I think it sometimes seems easier than it actually is. It can take months depending on what you're letting go. It can take years. Because rewiring your brain and completely detaching from things that once were very important to you takes time. It doesn't just take a month. It doesn't just take a week. It doesn't take 2 months. I'm more than 5 months in from my breakup, and the process of letting go is still something that I think about daily. Every single day. It is honestly a struggle. It's a struggle because every single day I have to wake up every single day and make the active decision to continue to heal and to continue to slowly but surely let go. And this is crazy because that's something I let go of physically more than 5 months ago. You know, no contact with this person. This person's not part of my life anymore. This entire aspect of my life is gone, and it hasn't been there for almost half a year now, but mentally it is still such a big weight on me. Not like mentally, it is still very present in my life. And I think that's normal. If you feel abnormal because you're letting something big out of your life and it's taking you months to heal, don't feel abnormal, because I'm with you. And I think that it's natural what you're feeling. So, kind of for me, what I've decided is appropriate is not to shame myself, first of all, when I do feel these feelings of regret, or just, you know, when I feel sad, when I feel angry, when it feels like I'm still stuck in this rut, to not feel bad and to not blame myself, in some way think of myself as inferior, because I'm not. So that's number one, you know, let yourself feel it, but also, for me, trying not to dwell and recognizing patterns that are holding me back. So dwelling can look like just reminiscing a little too much. You know, it's normal to look back on memories, but when you're doing a little too much, or when you're kind of longing, because there's a difference between looking back on memories of the life you once led and just appreciating it, and then there's, you know, longing and wishing that's in some way how it was right now. So make sure that you're taking time actively every single day to rewire your brain into not doing this, because that's going to hold you back. Also, this orange is really good. Also, oh my god, I lost my train of thought. Sorry, one moment. I'll edit this out. Yeah, habits. I don't want to point fingers, but I know you do it, or I do it too. There are certain habits and there's certain things that you probably do that are keeping you held back. You may have said, I let this thing go. That thing may have not be in your life anymore, but you may be doing things kind of to secretly attach yourself back to that thing or that person. And it doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you a weak person. It's completely human. But it's important to recognize those things and to be like, you know what? That's probably not healthy. That's probably preventing me from fully letting go of this. So, don't look back at the old photos. Try not to. Or the texts. Don't go to their socials. Don't do any of that. Like, I know just saying don't do it doesn't really help, because I can tell myself don't do it a million times and still do it. But things that help me is I recognize the habit first off, and then I hype myself up. I reward myself every time that I go a day. And it's not about never doing it. You're probably not going to be able to do that, you know? It's about little steps of progress. A day, 2 days, a week. See how long you can go. It's a game. But overall, the less and less you check these things and the less and less you spend on these unhealthy habits that are keeping you attached to this past life or this past person or this past experience, the easier it is going to be able to heal your present self. Because your present self is not your past self. Your present self has other shit to do, other people to meet, other jobs and opportunities to pursue. And when you spend your time stuck in the past, it's going to make those things harder, whether you think it or not. Because for me, it's like, I was thinking for a minute there, oh, I can do this. Like, this doesn't even affect me, just because it stopped, like, making me cry and stuff. But it does. Whether you think it does or not, it does. And those habits, every single time you indulge in them, you're secretly telling your brain that this is in some way reality, when it's not reality. You're secretly reattaching yourself to this past person or thing. And it can be subconscious, you know, but it's happening. And it's gonna make your healing process a little bit longer. I'm just gonna say it. It's gonna make it a little bit longer. And so letting go of those habits, you know, slowly but surely, you're not gonna be able to do it cold turkey, I'm gonna be honest. Unless you're like a warrior, superhero, demon slayer, amazing or some shit. But I don't know what that was. Yeah. You're human. You're gonna make mistakes. Let yourself feel the shit, you know? Let yourself do it sometimes, to be honest. But it's all about limiting the amount of time you spend dwelling, limiting the amount of time you spend indulging in these things, and focusing on what the fuck's happening right now. Look outside. It's beautiful. It's actually beautiful. This world is beautiful. You're beautiful. And I think that's honestly what makes letting go the easiest. That doesn't sound right. But letting go is the easiest when you realize all the other things that are happening around you and within you. Life is amazing. And there's so much love to be felt. There's so many people to meet. There's so many things to do. And the more time you spend and the more energy you spend on these new things and these new experiences and these new people, the more and more you're going to let go of these past things. It's basically just redirecting your energy, reclaiming your energy, and moving the fuck on, you know? Reclaim what's yours. Do something beautiful. Be something beautiful. Just exist, you know? I'm gonna ride with my finger. But yeah. I believe in you. I know you got some special things in here. Look outside. Look at the people around you, and I'm sure you will find something to love about this world, and a reason to move on, and a reason to let go. And don't shame yourself, because change is a hard thing. Letting go is a hard thing. It's going to take you a while. But every single day, if you wake up and you say, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to actively work to heal myself, it's going to speed up the process. Anyways, that's it. That's all I had to say. Wait, I'm going to show my cat. Oh my. And it's beautiful outside.